Okay, so this is probably going to make me sound like an actual villain, but I swear I'm not trolling. I really need someone to tell me what the hell is wrong with me because I can't keep pretending this is normal behavior. For context, I'm 22 and work at this tiny neighborhood cafe that basically only survives because we make these ridiculous over-the-top drinks that college kids love taking pictures of. I've always been the therapist friend, the person everyone trauma dumps on during their lunch break. People say I give good advice, maybe that's true, but lately, I've been using it for the wrong reasons. The first time it hit me that something was seriously wrong was about 6 months ago. My friend, let's call her Mia, had just gotten out of a messy, almost relationship with this guy named Evan. They weren't officially dating, but they were doing all the datey things, movie nights, late night FaceTimes, inside jokes that annoyed everyone else, the whole deal. They had broken it off a few months earlier because he needed space, but she was convinced they were going to get back together, and honestly, it looked like they were. Then I got involved. The night before they were supposed to finally talk it out, Evan came into the cafe. He ordered an iced matcha and started ranting about how stressed he was and how he didn't know if he could handle a relationship. And this is where I did something insane. I told him, if you're already second guessing it, that usually means it's not right. You shouldn't lead her on. You deserve someone who's not so intense about everything. Which was messed up because Mia is the calmest person ever. I basically invented an insecurity just to plant it in his brain. Then, I don't even know why, I said, also, you know she's been talking to other guys, right? I don't know if she's serious about you. A complete lie, like full-blown fiction. This man's face dropped like I told him she cheated on him with his brother. And the worst part? I felt this little spark of satisfaction, like, yes, this feels right. That night, he texted her saying he couldn't trust her, blocked her, and bailed on their entire reconciliation. She found out the next morning and came to the cafe crying, mascara everywhere, asking me what she did wrong. And I sat there patting her shoulder, handing her free pastries, acting like I was on her side. I even told her, guys are just weird, you didn't do anything wrong. Meanwhile, I was the reason it happened. And I didn't stop there. A couple months later, the same friend, poor Mia, started getting close to me emotionally. Like, she'd text me goodnight, send me TikToks about best friend soulmates, stuff like that. I knew exactly what she was doing because she always falls for people who make her feel safe. I also knew exactly what I was doing. I made it worse on purpose. I'd compliment her constantly. Remember tiny details she told me. Bring her her favorite chai latte just because. Things I knew would make her feel chosen. I basically tailored my personality to every weakness she had. And the whole time I was thinking, when she catches feelings, I'm going to crush her. That sounds psychotic. I know it does. Sure enough, she eventually admitted she liked me. She did it over text, right after we'd spent a whole day together buying plants and being dumb in Target. And I replied with something like, "Aw, I'm really flattered, but I don't see you that way." I watched her go from the happiest I'd seen her in months to absolutely gutted within seconds. She sent this whole paragraph apologizing for making things weird. And again, that spark of satisfaction hit, like I won something. There are other times too, little manipulations, quiet sabotages. It's like I see people as puzzles to dismantle, especially if I feel like they might become a threat to me, socially, emotionally, whatever. If I meet someone new and they give me even the slightest vibe that they might eventually not like me, I start collecting information on them. Not in a creepy dig through your trash way, but I'll ask casual questions that sound harmless. Where'd you grow up? Why'd your last job end? Oh, what happened with your ex? Why don't you talk to your brother? All stuff I can use later if I ever need to turn someone against them. And it's like, I want them to rely on me afterward. I don't just expose people then disappear. No, I comfort them afterward. I help them rebuild. I convince them I'm the only one who really understands them. Then later, if I get bored or feel threatened again, I break them down a second time. And writing all this out makes me feel like a cartoon villain. But here's the messed up part. I only started doing it this intensely after my breakup last year. My ex blindsided me, told me they'd lost feelings and that I was too much. I tried everything to keep them, and they cut me off like I didn't matter. I guess something inside me snapped after that, like, if I can't be in control of my own heartbreak, I'll at least be in control of everyone else's. Even saying that out loud sounds disgusting. I don't want to be like this. But I also can't deny that sometimes it feels good, like I'm powerful. Like I understand people better than they understand themselves. But I hate myself for it afterward. It's like watching someone else use my body. I don't know if this is trauma or a personality disorder or me just being a terrible human being who needs therapy ASAP. So yeah, that's my confession. Is there any fixing this? Am I actually just a bad person? Or has anyone else ever felt this way?
I need to get this out somewhere before it eats me alive. I swear I'm not looking for pity. I already feel like human garbage, but I can't keep carrying this by myself. Maybe talking to strangers will finally stop the loop in my head. So, here goes. A little over a year ago, I had what I thought was a once-in-a-lifetime friendship. Not the we study together and send each other memes kind of friendship. I mean the kind where you meet someone and it feels like you've known them through multiple versions of your life. The kind where you don't have to explain your jokes or your trauma or why you start crying during commercials. They just get you. Her name for this story is Ray. We met working at the same bookstore cafe in our city. This slightly chaotic place with lopsided shelves and the smell of burnt espresso permanently trapped in the walls. I was hired 2 months after she was, and within a week we were closing shifts together, gossiping about customers who ordered decaf espresso shots and laughing until our ribs hurt. She became my person. My, tell me when you get home. My, we're getting fries at 2 a.m. because life is painful. My, I trust you with the embarrassing parts of myself. We had matching necklaces we bought from a thrift stall downtown. Cheap little crescent moons that tarnished almost immediately. Didn't matter. We wore them anyway. When I moved into a new apartment, she helped me decorate. When she broke up with her boyfriend, she slept on my couch for a week. When I got promoted to assistant manager, she showed up with a homemade cake that said Boss Beach in icing that looked like it melted off a truck. Ray wasn't just a friend. She was home. Then last year, everything went to hell because of one stupid fight. We had this blow up after a closing shift. I don't even fully remember what triggered it. I think it started with something dumb like me forgetting to take out the trash and spiraled into both of us being exhausted and sensitive and snapping at each other. It got emotional, it got loud. We both said things we didn't mean. But the next day, we hugged it out in the stockroom. I apologized. She apologized. We both cried. It honestly should have ended right there. And it would have if someone else hadn't gotten involved. Let's call him Ty, one of Ray's childhood friends who also worked part-time at the cafe. He was the type who loved stirring the pot just to see what happens, and I guess our fight was new entertainment for him. The day after Ray and I reconciled, Ty pulled me aside during break like he was about to deliver top-secret government intel. He told me Ray had said horrible things about me during the argument, that I was self-centered, that I used her, that she always carried our friendship, that she didn't even know if she liked me anymore. At the time, I didn't question it. I didn't ask Ray if it was true. I didn't consider that Ty might have been exaggerating or straight up lying. Instead, I let his words crawl inside my head and start chewing on everything I thought I knew about her. I replayed every moment she had ever been annoyed with me, every time she needed space, every time she seemed tired. In my brain, those normal human moments turned into evidence. I confronted her that evening with this ugly cocktail of fear and betrayal, and Ty's nonsense feeding the flames. I accused her of being two-faced. I accused her of using me. I said I didn't want friends who secretly hated me. The look on her face, I still see it sometimes when I'm trying to fall asleep. Confusion first, then heartbreak, then that silent, stunned devastation that happens when someone you love believes the absolute worst version of you. She tried to explain. She tried to tell me Ty twisted everything. She cried. I cried. It was a disaster. And then I walked away. I ended the friendship with the one person who truly showed up for me because I trusted the drama gremlin feeding me half-truths over the girl who held my hair while I was puking after too many birthday tequila shots. After that, things just died. We stopped talking completely. I quit the cafe 2 months later. She unfollowed me on Instagram. Our crescent moon necklaces ended up in separate drawers, probably collecting dust. Fast forward to now, over a year later, and it hit me like a freight train. Last week, I found an old video on my phone of us shelving books while dancing to some terrible 2010s pop song. She was laughing so hard she snorted. I remember the exact moment I recorded it. I remember thinking, God, I hope she never leaves my life. And I'm the one who pushed her out. Now I'm here, sitting alone in my quiet apartment, staring at those memories like they're relics of a life I ruined. I keep thinking about all the things she should have been here for. She should have helped me plan my move. She should have met my new partner. She should have been there at my birthday dinner. We should have been making dumb TikToks together, going thrifting, complaining about customers ordering oat milk when we were out of it. all of it. Instead, I let insecurity and a third-party instigator tear us apart. I betrayed the person who deserved it least. And I don't know how to forgive myself for that. I don't even know if reaching out would help, or if it would just reopen old wounds she finally closed. I don't know if she hates me. I don't know if I deserve another chance. I just know I miss her. Terribly. Like a phantom limb. So yeah, that's my confession. I threw away the best friendship I ever had. Do I try to reach out after all this time? Or would that just make me an even worse person? Has anyone ever actually fixed something this broken?